How about we go to, from there, let's go to agent. I'm just thinking that somewhere along the line we've got to talk about moving from Portland to DC to here, so that they.
But why is that important for us to bring it up?
Well, it's important for us to bring it up because people that are coming here are moving here from out of state, and it shows that you understand what the stresses that they're going through with regard to the move. That's the big part, is that, and that's what I point out, is that many of these agents in the area they've lived here their whole lives. They have no idea what those people are going through coming from, Omaha, Nebraska out here. Okay, let's try it and see.
Okay.
Let's try it and see. Is this on?
Yeah.
Still? Where do I come here? Can you grab him for me? Are you happy now? Are you happy, little man? Huh? Okay, you ready? Huh? Shall we do a video? I might be able to relate to your problems, but what problems are those exactly? Well, let me tell you what I found when I moved here in 2013 from the Washington, D.C. area. Number one, I didn't really realize what the Silicon Valley even was. I mean, I understood that there were a lot of tech companies out here, but I didn't know what the housing market was like. I didn't know what the challenges were that I would have to go through in order to buy a house. Because when I moved out here in 2013, I actually had looked at several homes, put offers in on 10 homes, and never was able to get them because I didn't have any idea of how the actual process worked. So it's my job as a real estate agent here to help ease the pain for you, so that when you come out here, I'm here to answer questions, I'm here to represent you, and I'm here to help educate you with regard to the things that you'll be looking for prior to purchasing your home. When you're buying properties here in the Silicon Valley, you are competing against a large number of other potential buyers. When you look at what goes on, and you've got 25,000 employees at Google, you've got 1,100 employees at Nest, you've got 12,000 employees at Facebook, you've got just numerous people that are working in the tech field here. They all need places to live. So you have all these large number of employees, and you're one of them, and there's a limited number of single-family residential homes in the area. So because you've got so many people that are looking for homes, the skills of an agent really make the difference, not only in helping you find that home, but also in negotiating so that you end up being the winner when it comes to purchasing that house. Because it's not just you that's looking to buy that house. There's a lot of other people that'll have an interest in the house too. And ultimately it comes down to how clean the contract is. In other words, you're looking at a contract that has very few contingencies in it. And that's what that along with the price are the things that are going to make the most difference when you're buying a property. The assistance that a really good agent can provide for you is invaluable, because once you get that house, once you have that backyard, once you have those bedrooms for your children, you're in a position where you really can move on with your life, developing your new world here, and enjoying all of the great things that go with homeownership. I have an understanding of what you're going through because of the move that you're going to be involved in. I moved from Portland, Oregon to Washington, D.C., where I spent 8 years in real estate, licensed in Maryland, Virginia, and D.C. In 2013, I moved out here to the Silicon Valley area, got my license again in California, and I think it's really important to understand how I can relate to what you're doing, because wherever you're coming from, you will find that there is sticker shock out here when it comes to purchasing a property. That is a major challenge that all of us have, not just in buying the house, but like psychologically, to get to the point where we're capable of spending that large amount of money that we would never have thought in our lifetime we'd have to spend to own a home. So I think that that's really important. Additionally, I've been involved in numerous home renovations. I've been able to take walls out, work with architects for design, work on the permit process, work with general contractors, redo electric, redo plumbing, reconfigure homes. I have the knowledge that many people don't have that will help you in the process of looking through your home to be sure that you're getting what you're being told is being provided for you. So in other words, I can identify certain things in a house that you might miss if you're walking through it that you really need to consider prior to making that offer on the property. I can go through the disclosures. I can put together a contract that's going to make sense for you and it's going to protect your rights when you are making the purchase of that property. So I've got that skill, and I've learned through numerous renovations what to do and what not to do, and how to protect your client's interest with regard to redoing a house. I think that the next part that's really important is that you are provided information that's going to be very helpful to you with regard to the process and the things that you're going to be looking for when you buy a house. In other words, when you come into an area, you need to know what your options are with regard to schools. You need to figure out what it is you're going to want when it comes to the elements of your home. How many bedrooms, bathrooms, what size yard, what area do you want to be in? What are your different options along those lines? Some people are interested in appreciation. Some people are interested in just renovating. Some people are interested in buying a home that's totally done. And if it's totally done, you want to be sure that it's been done correctly. So let me tell you a little bit about some of my experience. I was a police officer for 32 years in Portland, Oregon, where I retired as a police commander. I obviously went through numerous stressful situations, which you will be when you're coming out here to purchase a home and get involved in new employment. Additionally, I was involved in a great deal of negotiation, not only in different types of situations on the street where I was dealing with people that were in really serious difficulty, but also I worked with negotiations on personnel issues within the police department and a variety of community areas as well. So my skills in negotiations are not the standard skills of most real estate agents, but they're those skills that I have established over 32 years in law enforcement and now 12 years of success in the field of real estate. Negotiation, when it comes to buying a home, has to do with a lot of different aspects. It's knowing what's going on with the market now. It's knowing how markets change week to week. It's knowing what the inventories show. And I know this because I check multiple listings on a daily basis, but I also have a variety of other sources I check with regard to properties that may be off market and not listed in multiple listings. So those are very, very important parts that I think will help you go through the process of identifying the home that's best for you and then preparing an offer that's going to get that home for you at the price that you want to pay for it and with the elements associated with the home that will come with it if you do in fact make the purchase. I'm here to help, and I think that the series of videos that I will be providing for you are going to be very helpful to give you the knowledge necessary and give you the tools necessary so that you know what to look for, you know how to proceed, and you know how to complete the task of purchasing your first home in the area or selling and purchasing additional properties if you've been here for a period of time. So with that, I'm here to help. Here's my phone number. Here's my email address. Here's my website. Feel free to give me a call at any time. Love to hear from you. And thanks for paying attention to this short introduction to me and Corduroy.
Perfect. Hey, you said that you might be able to help him with some problems, but what were some problems that you had when you first bought your house that you did not know you?
So let me tell you a little bit. When we were first looking for homes here back in 2013, we weren't really. We knew that we wanted a house that we could renovate, but part of being able to renovate a home is to ensure that whatever money you put into it, you're going to be able to get out of it when you sell down the road. So that process not only includes finding a home in the right area, it also includes finding the right size house for you and finding a home that you're going to be able to improve on and make the most improvements for the least amount of money. So we had to put offers in on numerous properties until we finally got the one we wanted. And when we did that, we were able to renovate that property, and it turned out to be a very, very enjoyable experience for us. The other thing I think that's important, and this is absolutely crucial, is communication between you and your agent.
Have you ever had to deal with an agent yourself?
I've had to deal with a variety of agents myself.
When dealing with buying, or?
I will just say that communication is key, and that I found that when I wasn't kept informed, it made things more stressful and more difficult for me.
Yeah. In what ways? What kind of?
Well, it's just the unknown. You have got to be kept up to date on what's available. If you do put an offer in, you've got to be kept up to date on what's going on with regard to that offer. There's nothing more stressful, I don't think. And once you've found a house and you have the offer in on the house, sitting back and waiting to hear whether or not you successfully purchased that home. So you want to be sure that you've got really good communication with your agent and that they are keeping you informed as to the status of your purchase.
Who would be interested in working with you, and who would not be interested in working with you?
Well, I'm hoping everybody would be interested in working with me, because I enjoy working with first-time home buyers, but I also enjoy working with people that want to put their properties on the market to sell, and potentially people that have owned properties for an extended period of time, where we'd have to go in, clean the property up, maybe declutter the property a little bit so that the maximum value for the property can be shown through new staging and some updates that may occur with the property. So I think that somebody that's in that category, additionally developers, there's a variety of developers that I work with now, where we look for land for them to build on, or we look for properties that they can purchase, renovate, and then we put back on the market for them. First-time home buyers, as I said, I love working with first-time home buyers, educating them, providing them with the information necessary to make their purchase. And people that currently own homes where they really haven't done much with them, maybe over the last 5 or 10 years, and decide that the home is a little bit too cramped and they want to upsize. So what we do is we go around the property and identify what we can do with regard to curb appeal. And then we go around the interior of the property and identify what we can do to kind of help them prepare that property, again, so that it is going to get them the best resale price for the property.